Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood as we check out some exciting updates around the park. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on because we're doing weekly theme park updates and different attraction videos like the one that you're watching right now. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on them. Yeah, let's go get inside the park and have ourselves a great day here. Check out the Fast and Furious roller coaster, as well as some other exciting updates. So a couple things, apparently there's rain in the forecast. It's really windy outside here, so kind of odd. So I'm testing out the phone today. It's a new phone. I just upgraded the iPhone 16 Pro, so we're gonna be testing out that camera and everything. I mean, yeah, look at that wind. It's strong today. So if there is rain, I don't wanna have the big expensive camera out. It's also the first day of the holidays celebration being over, so we'll see how busy it is today. Let's head into the studio store first. I want to see if there's any discounts on the Christmas merch, which it looks like there is. Looks like 50% off the Grinch holiday merch since Grinchmas is officially over. Obviously there's not, oh, I guess there is a whole bunch left. A whole bunch of different things. There's obviously the Grinch plush. That scarf right there would go really good, and the gloves for today and how cold it is. So I think the move is going to be to film all the Fast and Furious stuff right now, because if it does rain, it's going to be a little bit harder to film this construction in the rain on the outside. So here's a look at the front of the facade. Lots of active work going on, but there is some exciting work going on in the back of the facade. So I have seen pictures and different videos of detail going on. I can kind of see some detail from here. I want to get the shot from the back so I can really show you guys where that detail is at. So we're just waiting for the park to actually open up in literally 2 minutes so we can go past these gates and get all the views of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift from there. So I think so far my only not issue but thing, and maybe it's just because I need to adjust the settings a little bit, but sometimes on the selfie camera it's a little bit too bright, and I know I'm standing in the sun right now, but even in the dark it overexposes it a little bit too much. Like I said, I think I can fix that, but this is just my first day actually vlogging with it. So trial and error as we go, right? Other than that though, as far as the brightness goes, the camera's been really impressing me. Now, I'm always pro actual camera over iPhone camera. I just think that there's different things that I see as I've been doing this for so long that I like better on an actual camera. But just for quick updates like this and regular theme park vlogs, I kind of like it. I mean, it's cool and it's easy to use, but there'll definitely always be a mix of both on this channel. By the way, I was wrong. So they don't actually open up the illumination area until 11 o'clock. The rest of the park's open at 10, but they don't open the illumination area until 11. So we'll get what we can over here on the Starway as far as Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift goes. It doesn't look like there's too much work going on in this area. I'm sure there's plenty of work going on down on the back side of it. So since the last time we were here, which was 2 weeks ago, they have added a couple of new things other than just the details on the facade. They also added that catwalk over there, which let's test out the zoom feature on this just to see how far it can zoom. This is 8 times zoomed in, and then we can go all the way to 15 times. That's kind of the quality there. Standing obviously from the Starway, and I'll zoom it all the way out so you guys can see how far I am. That's how far I am. Give you guys a headache there, but pretty impressive to be honest. Anyways, there's also that banked track right there as well that has been added, I believe. I don't think I saw it last time. I think that's newer. It's exciting stuff though. They're slowly but surely adding more and more track to this, and then that catwalk was new. I wasn't expecting them to add that catwalk randomly, so that was brand new as well. See the rest of the work going on down there. I won't spend too much time here because dirt's literally blowing towards me. You can see the dirt way over there blowing too. Really entertaining coming to the parks all these days. Oh my goodness, but wow. This whole vlog just gonna be me documenting the freaking wind today, but it looks like the rain has disappeared from the forecast. But Jurassic World, I'm telling y'all, I'm just gonna be documenting the wind all day. Jurassic World waterfall is really going through it right now. Let's see when it starts up again. There you go. You can see it curving right there. Incredible stuff. Really a special day here at the park. I think it'd be the perfect day to ride Jurassic World, right? There's a good look at all the clouds and everything. I don't know, they look like rain clouds, but no rain coming from them. But let's go ahead into Super Nintendo World because there's some stuff I want to talk about as far as a special event coming up very, very soon and Universal Fan Fest nights. Super Nintendo World. That's pretty tame in here, actually. Looks like all the Christmas decorations are still up, which they probably will be throughout the park for the next week or so. So I wanted to come up here and talk a little bit about Universal Fan Fest nights. Fan Fest nights is kicking off in April, actually. It's gonna run through May till like the middle of May, I believe it is. And they're actually doing tons of different like fan favorite movies, TV shows. I mean, they're doing anime feature there, exclusive photo opportunities. I know they're doing a lot of Back to the Future stuff, which we'll talk about when we go on the studio tour. But here in Super Nintendo World, why is it important? Well, there was a poster put out with Yoshi on it and the Universal Fan Fest Nights logo. So Yoshi will have some part of it, or Super Nintendo World in general. What'll that be though? I don't know. I mean, one could say a Yoshi meet and greet. One could say some exclusive Yoshi merch. I mean, the fact that they're featuring him on there, I think that's a pretty good chance that we get some form of meet and greet for Yoshi, right? I mean, you have the Toad meet and greet, you have the one-of-a-kind Donkey Kong meet and greet that is at Universal Studios Japan and will happen at Universal's Epic Universe in Orlando. What if they introduce a Yoshi meet and greet? What if they introduce maybe like a Yoshi projection on Super Nintendo or just something Yoshi related? Either that, I could just be reading too much into it, and it could be something completely different that's Nintendo related, but just want to throw that out there, that the what if. But man, you never see Super Nintendo World this empty. That's how you know it's January at the theme parks. So I wonder if, since Grinchmas merch is on sale 50% off, if it'll be the same with the Nintendo holiday merch. No, it doesn't look like it is. But let's see here. Oh no, yeah. Super Nintendo World holiday merchandise, 50% off right there. So all the holiday stuff, including the headbands, which they still have plenty of, is 50% off. You can tell they're definitely making sure that the whole dirt area is watered. Actually, when I was standing up a little bit higher and all the wind was coming through, the water that the team member was blowing is spraying out my face too. So now it's gonna calm down a little bit. Didn't realize it, but you can really see the facade work going on from down here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that brickwork. It's really early for them to be doing details like this, and since it opens in 2026, I am so excited seeing that. Like, that detail is incredible. And this is just the back side of it. Imagine when they start doing the front side of it where Potter's at. It's gonna be awesome to see. I feel like Universal really wanted to tease us with this track going over the Starway, because since they put the supports up, it's just been that track. They haven't even started putting the track going up to it. But soon, one day it's gonna surprise us all and we're like, wow. But oh look, you can see a plane going in between the supports. That's good enough, I guess, right? Now, I did drop the mention of some stuff happening with Universal Fan Fest and the studio tour. So with that being said, let's go take a spin on the studio tour and I'll showcase some of the updates on there. I do want to see how much they have transferred over from Terror Trim and how they've kind of reshaped that area. I know it's like a long overdue. We've already passed their Christmas and everything, but I've yet to film it on this channel. So go check that out. Maybe we'll even get to see Earthquake. I doubt it, because Earthquake has not been running for the longest time. But regardless, we'll check out all the updates as far as the studio tour backlot area goes.
It also includes Transformers, The Mummy, and Jurassic World. If you haven't been down there, definitely at some point head down there today. And then we have movie posters lining the hill. This hill takes us, like I said, into, you might see them a little bit later on in the lot. They help keep us safe each and every day here at Universal. You can see some of our early footage here. This is kind of, and then of course we have Fast and Furious represented, the Flintstones. We got some Who-mobiles there as well from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, as well as the Fries van from Jordan Peele's Nope. The Duesenberg on the right is from the Muppets.
So we just got off the studio tour, and like I said, the studio tour will have a part with the Universal Fan Fest nights. So in Courthouse Square, you'll actually be able to get down where they film Back to the Future at, and you'll be able to meet characters down there from Back to the Future. They're actually posting auditions for different Back to the Future characters. So for all my friends in entertainment, those are now live. So it looks like they're gonna do a lot of Back to the Future stuff, and they even talked about it on the studio tour. It was originally in the press release that they sent out, but now they're talking about it on the actual studio tour. So it's definitely gotten a lot more sunny and clear, as you can see. So get a better look at that detail going on with the actual building and everything. But here's a look at the track going into the station. If we zoom in, if we see anything, I don't think we can. And then there's some detail here on the side of the building that you can see up close. All right, so here's another look right over there at that new track that they just added in, and the catwalk. Better view at the catwalk. It is, like I said, it's very windy. I think a lot of the work that they usually get done during the weekdays isn't going to happen today. I mean, there are team members all over the place, but they're not using the crane because of how windy it is, and they're not installing a lot of stuff as far as supports and all of that because of the weather right now, which is, you know, rightfully so. But yeah, there's a closer look at that new track piece down there, kind of get an idea of it, and the catwalk as well. There has been a support hiding down there for a while. I don't know when they're going to install that support, but obviously we see the supports over here way at the bottom. Probably has something to do with that, I would assume, since it's so close to those supports down there. There's a really up close look at that brickwork going in to the Fast and Furious building all over the place. Some look very similar to the Fast and Furious Supercharged building over at the Universal Studios Florida with that brickwork, and the Fast and Furious building, or at least the front Fast and Furious kind of entryway for Supercharged here as well. And they worked quick with the Grinchmas stuff, as everything is up and behind walls. They haven't started tearing stuff down, or, you know, we don't know if they've started tearing stuff down because we can't see behind here, but as far as what we can see from the outside, they have not started tearing stuff down quite yet. I'm gonna head out of the park right now. We're not gonna end the video quite yet. We are gonna check out some City Walk updates, see if there's anything new. Just a real quick look at City Walk, because it seems like City Walk has been a very busy area recently. Looks like the studio store on the outside is all covered in SNL wrapping. I think they have merch in there too for SNL's 50th. I don't know how new this is, but it's new to me, at least. In the last 2 weeks I have not seen this merch, but a bunch of Saturday Night Live Funko Pops and different merch, since it is NBC. But with City Walk, they have been closing a lot of stuff and opening new stuff. Like they have this store right here, Lion Friends Square, which is opening soon. And I believe this used to be a massage place, I want to say, like a water massage place. I could be wrong. But I did see somewhere that the Abercrombie store is also closing, and iFly is officially closed as well. Obviously, we have Insomnia opening soon, which we talked about in our last video. So we do have confirmation. If you come over here to the Abercrombie store, you go up to the little door, there's a sign that says, "This store is closing soon." So another shop slash restaurant, and I say slash restaurant because there's been a couple restaurants that have closed here too, that has closed recently here at City Walk Hollywood. Gotta think, is a part of a bigger plan. Are they actually gonna install a whole bunch of new stuff here at City Walk? I would assume so. That would be awesome if they're really trying to spice things up here at City Walk and make it a must-see destination. But y'all, that'll pretty much do it for our visit here to Universal Studios Hollywood. And if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button with those bell notifications on. And if you enjoy the video, leave it a like. It really does help us out a whole lot. But as for today, my name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.